What up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the FilmBros podcast. I'm your host, JP. This is my co-host, Josh.
Hey, everybody.
What's going on, guys? We are back to just have some conversation and discuss. And you know what, Josh? I came into the booth today fuming, bro. Fuming.
Why?
I fucking hate James Gunn as much as you.
No, you don't.
At this point. No.
What'd he do?
I'm going to tell you what he did.
Wait, before you go on and tell me, let's hear a quick word from our sponsor, ZippyStream.
Today's episode is sponsored by ZippyStream. If you are wondering how we make money to run our podcast, it's all because of this innovative platform. Here at FilmBros Podcast, we absolutely love using ZippyStream. It's the easiest way to convert listeners into an email list, but best of all, they find us sponsorship so we can keep making money doing what we love.
Suppose you're also a podcaster thinking about starting one. ZippyStream will help you find and manage a relationship with brands that are relevant to your audience. If you want to learn more, contact us as soon as possible. Everyone that signs up this month will get to claim £10 as a joining bonus, which is around $12 or something like that.
Just reach out to us by email or social media DMs, and I'll put you in touch with the guys at ZippyStream right away. Now back to the pod.
Okay. What do you do?
My God, dude. He has decided to cancel Constantine 2.
Oh.
And this is the reason that he didn't put it in his slate when he released his Gods and Monsters slate. It's still a rumor. Nothing has came out about it, but considering that there's been no talk about it from at least James Gunn's side, because I mean he talked about the Batman, he talked about, Superman and Lois, the CW shows, he talked about all that stuff, but he not one time brought up the news that we're getting a Constantine 2. I'm fucking pissed, bro. I'm pissed if this is true. Like, I'm mad, and this is coming from the direct, and they are pretty much spot on with these rumors. So I don't know, man. What do you think?
Oh my goodness, if he did, bro. That's just that they're trying to scrape up whatever money they can for these movies they're trying to push out. They can't dump them into projects like this right now. You know what I mean? Which I have no doubt this movie would have probably saved their asses. There's a lot of people that wanted this movie, especially Keanu. So like, if it's true, it's gonna break his heart too.
That's what I was gonna say, bro. Like, he's a sweetheart, and he's been talking about it all through like different media outlets.
Exactly.
And here we are, like. There's no way. There's no way. And it took so many years to even, I don't know. I feel like they dangled something in front of me and took it away real quick.
Yeah. How do you think I feel?
I'm pissed, bro.
Jeez, that sucks. I hope someone can confirm it. I hope he confirms it on Twitter or something, saying that it's not canceled, because that's fucked up. Not to Keanu. I think he was on Jimmy Fallon a couple weeks ago, like, talking about it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he was actively speaking about how, like, he, I think we discussed it on one of our previous podcasts, but, like, how, he had to beg every single year, and eventually they said yes, and right when they say yes, they're going to say no again?
Yeah,
they're like,
psych? Away? That's crazy.
Nah, bro.
Ain't no way.
That's irritating. That's infuriating. I literally, I guess maybe it doesn't fit in his vision, or I mean, if it doesn't fit in his vision, why not just call it an Elseworld story?
Exactly. He can keep the Batman, which did make $1 billion, and then like, I don't know. It really, like, I know they're picking and choosing to see what lives and stuff, but there's so many things like that they're just choosing to scrap just to save money so they can push out his movies.
I'm pretty sure that's what's happening. I'm pretty sure they need the extra cash. They need to, save here and there to get whatever they need, because, yeah, they're not doing so good financially. But to be honest, I think a lot of people were asking for this movie, so this movie could have been something big or special and could have maybe made that return. Because I honestly,
no way.
I tell you right now, I would have went to go watch this movie. Whether it would have been good or bad, I don't know, because to be honest, it's been so many years. Who even knows if they would have been able to even get the original cast to come back? You know what I mean?
Pretty much. Yeah.
I forgot who played Satan in the original, but like would he even come back too? Like, you know what I mean?
I think this is just them shooting themselves in the foot. Again, how are they making it? Who knows? But yeah, there's too many things. And then I think I heard, I don't know if you have it on here, but I think they canceled Young Justice again.
I haven't heard anything about Young Justice. But it was in my head, it was bound to happen anyways. After season 3 came out, I know
Season 4 was so good.
Season 4 was good, but I feel like season 3 didn't perform like they wanted it to.
Season 4
and I
was
think,
so good.
and I think because season 3 didn't perform like they wanted it to, a lot of people were put off of season 4.
We're gonna have to get those petitions back. We're gonna have to start re-signing them.
No, bro.
There's no way.
Look, man, flatline once and get brought back to life. Okay, that's a miracle. Thank God we did it. You know what I mean? Flatline twice. I need to be at this point. I think the Lord is just saying, "Hey, it's time."
No,
I think it's time.
Well then, you know,
Put
how are we supposed to get our fix on like animation like that? That show was brought back and it was made so much more mature than what was on Cartoon Network.
No, yeah.
And there's no other things like that. They're canceling everything. The only show to make it, Harley Quinn. I'm not gonna watch that fucking show, man. There's no way. You can dangle the damn Valentine's Day one in front of me. I'm not gonna watch it.
Okay, well, since we're on that topic anyways, you brought it up. Well, what if I told you that Tyler James Williams is gonna voice Hawkman, and Quinta Brunson is gonna voice Hawkgirl?
Who's Tyler James Williams again?
Everybody hates Chris.
Oh, yeah, no, that doesn't make me feel any better. I'm not gonna watch this show. I'm not watching this show. You can't dangle this damn thing in front of me and make me think about watching it. There's so many things wrong with this show that I can't even begin to fathom to talk about.
Well, I mean, he's just gonna play it for the
Little
Valentine's Day special. I don't know if he's gonna continue, but I mean, I thought it was cool that I heard about it. Like, and I'm with you on the whole Harley Quinn one because I have not. I watched like first, like I don't even know, like, I want to say like 8 episodes, and after that I just put it down. I was like, oh yeah, no, this is too much. I can understand that crude humor, and I could deal with it for so much, but it's just mind-numbing to have to hear it all the fucking time. It's like, bro, no, I'm good.
I forget how far I got into. I think I only got like 3 episodes in, and that was like in the first season, where before I was like, okay, I can't get past, if they can't get past saying fuck every sentence, I'm not gonna be able to get past this show. You know what I mean? And I think I don't know if you saw that clip going around. I forgot his name, Mastermind or whatever the fuck. Mm-hmm. He calls Wonder Woman the C word. he's like, you're acting like a goddamn, and then he throws it out there, and then everyone else is like, whoa,
everybody
man.
goes, yeah, like it's
like,
too far.
Fuck,
I think
bro?
I've seen that clip.
Yeah.
I think I've seen that clip, and that was kind of funny too.
Yeah, so like, I mean, it's little things like that where I'm like, okay, but the internet's gonna share funny scenes like that, mm-hmm. but I'm not gonna pick up this show.
No, I don't think I could say. It's kind of like sitting through Peacemaker.
Yeah, so
maybe even worse because it's a cartoon and they feel like, oh, we could be more wacky.
It doesn't make any sense because how can this show survive the chopping block? You know what I mean? Like, why are they so adamant on?
Because James Gunn made an appearance on it, and he also helps produce. That's why.
That's annoying.
That's why it's not on the chopping block. He loves Harley Quinn. I'm very doubtful that he's gonna let go of Margot Robbie too. Because I think they like working together as Harley Quinn. I personally think at this point, if they're going to change them up, just get a different Harley Quinn. But, I mean, I think they're going to keep her, too.
That's not going to happen. They're going to keep all they can. But, like, this show made it. Teen Titans Go made it. And then they're cutting off real good shows like Young Justice. And it fucking sucks.
Yeah, but Season 3...
Season 4 makes up for it, dude. You have no idea.
I haven't even finished Season 4.
Exactly. Yeah. Season 4 makes up for it. There's no way.
It's slow in the beginning.
Oh, it isn't?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
You haven't seen it.
I have.
No, you haven't.
I think I stopped at episode 10. I think there's 14 episodes?
There's no way.
Tell me now.
Hold on.
Tell me now. Yeah, look
on.
at it. He's going to look it up because he doesn't believe me. I want to say I'm exaggerating too. I think that maybe I probably went less, maybe like 8.
There's no way that you decided to just stop it. Hold on. I got to look for it because it's not just popping up.
It's because for me, it wasn't moving fast enough, the show. That show specifically. Season 3 was kind of draggy too.
Season 4 has 26 episodes.
26. Okay, and I got to like 8 or around 8 or 10. Okay, and
That's when they were focusing on the magic side and like Zatanna and all that. You don't like women?
not that. It's just that, man. It was. I don't know, man. Those ones were just too boring. They felt really filler. Like those kids learning their powers, and like I don't care about them. That's not who I'm worried about. I want to see
the rest of it focuses on Zatanna
look,
and Dr. Fate in them.
But that's later on. Why do I got to sit through all this other bullshit? It's kind of like what they did in season 3 when they made you learn about these new superheroes that weren't main character.
But now that they dangle the new the old team in your face, you're just like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I mean?
No,
like,
but yeah, because at this point they already tainted it so far. I'm like I said, I'm into episode 10 or 8 or 10 or something like that, and it just wasn't moving forward for me. It wasn't moving forward. It wasn't moving any type of plot forward. They were doing their own little side mission with these little kids, trying to train them or whatever. And I get it. You got to train the new ones, the newbies or whatever. But they're a bunch of no names. Why are we focusing so much on them? Let's focus on Zatanna and like. Because doesn't Dr. Fate come out too at one point? I think he comes out like in episode 6 or something. I thought it was gonna be like them two like figuring it out, because I know her. Spoilers if you guys haven't seen Injustice, but I know like the father had died, her father had died and sacrificed himself. I think in season 2 or something like that. To save them, and to see Dr. Fate again. I thought there would have been like some kind of emotional thing there or whatever, but it's just more like, oh, it's just another Dr. Fate and he's back, and and I'm got to train these kids. It's like, I'm good.
I don't know.
Maybe I'm simplifying it too, because I haven't seen it in a while,
exactly.
But that's what I was getting out of it. From what I remember.
There's no way. Either way, it sucks that show isn't surviving, but you got shows like this and like Teen Titans Go that are making it. Like, why hasn't that show caught the chopping block yet?
Teen Titans Go is obviously because it's a kid show, and
they can make another kid show.
Yeah, but it's
a better kid show.
But it's for the kids department, and this one's been going on for so long that there's no point in switching it up if the kids are still watching it.
And then they waste money, or I guess not waste money, but that their new animated universe is kind of ass right now. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. That's the one where you sent me where Superman and Lobo were going at it.
Yeah, the Tomorrowverse.
Yeah, man, I hate the animation, bro.
It's not working out. I guess in the last one, spoilers, but I saw the clip going around where it's the Legion of Superheroes and Batman and Superman get evaporated. But I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? When is the next? Like, y'all, they are. What it looks like they're doing is they're trying to do what they did with the New 52 universe, but. With the New 52 universe, you know where the fuck that was going, to Darkseid. But
yeah,
but
this one isn't telling you.
No, you get different stories. Which again, the last one you got different stories, but they all still felt connected. This one you got time jumps between things, and you're like, well, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We're kind of missing key elements here.
Yeah, like what are they doing?
Exactly.
Yeah, because I think there was like 2 or 3 movies, or it was Flashpoint, and then it jumped straight into War. Justice League War or whatever, and got like the band back together straight off rip, and weave through. Yeah, I remember I watched that whole thing like recently, because I didn't know it was an interconnected space until you told me, so I watched it recently, and I thought it was really. I know a lot of people said that they didn't like it, but I was like, I honestly didn't mind it. I thought it was pretty good.
The animation, those animated movies are fucking dope, and the animation really do it justice. But this Tomorrowverse that they're trying to set up isn't working for me. There's too many. It sucks.
Maybe that should hit the chopping block instead of Constantine 2, James.
Exactly.
Damn it. Fuck, dude. I swear, we can't live our lives in a healthy manner around here. Moving on. Turns out, if you're broke, don't go to AMC. They're having a new tiered, basically system after 4 p.m. that apparently, depending on the seat section that you sit on, is going to vary how much you pay.
What the fuck?
So if you're broke, your neck's going to hurt because you're going to be in the very front of the theater. Those are the seats you're going to be able to pick out from. Is like about the front, I believe they said is the. Let me see right here. It says, and it's after 4 p.m. Apparently, throughout the day, it's fine. It's just after 4 p.m. and I had just read it right here. So it's gonna be the front row seats will be available at lower price, while seats in the middle of the theater will be available at a higher price.
Do they say how much?
No, not yet. I'm assuming it's gonna vary per location on how much certain movie theaters are charging right now. So you got cheap, regular range. I'm guessing what a regular after 5 o'clock movie would probably cost, and then a little bit extra if you want those nice top seats.
What the fuck? Why would anyone pay for that? What is this, like the 1900s, bro? There ain't no way.
What does that mean?
I'm not paying to go to the theater.
Did they even have movie theaters in the 1900s?
Well, they had shit to go see plays and stuff.
That had it. Oh yeah, that
and
was
then
just a theater.
like you paid for high seats.
Mm-hmm.
But what the
Rest in
fuck?
peace, Abe Lincoln.
Like, there's no way that this sounds ridiculous. And if AMC takes a dip, we know why. Those greedy bastards. There's no way. We got so many movie theaters over here, bro. We are not. We ain't vibing with this, or at least I'm not.
Well, they've been sinking, and I think this is their way of kind of like competing and keeping it together type thing. And it's like, well, why do you need to compete like this? Like, why? Like, who else? What other theater do you hear is charging per where you sit? You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and I know our movie theater, the one over here, up in the marketplace, is a AMC. So I'm like, these motherfuckers still got uncomfortable ass seats, and they have the audacity, the gall to be like, I'm gonna charge you more. No, I don't know about that one. Yeah, I don't know how well that's gonna sit.
Yeah, no, that's kind of dumb. There's no way. It's like, okay, you're already charging us an arm and a leg for food. There's no way, for a seat.
The only way I can see like people not get the front seats better be $5. I tell you that my neck gonna be like this. Them seats better be $5. I'd probably sit in one of those front seats if they were $5. But no, I wouldn't. I'd probably get that mid range. I'm not really that I don't like to be at the very top. So I think for my life it's not gonna change because I'm gonna be right there in the middle regardless. But like, if they're saying it's a cheaper option, it better not just be like, okay, the middle section is, because how much is a ticket after 5? It's usually like what, $9,
something like that, yeah.
Right. So if it's $9-10. It better drop down to like 6 or 7. You know what I mean? It better take a few dollars off. It better not just be like, oh, we're at 9 right now. If you sit in the front, it's $8. You know what I mean? Like, that's gonna be a little horseshit for me.
It's I don't know. AMC's smoking a hot one with this.
And then if you get to the very top, it's 15.
That's fucking dumb, dude. I expect it, I expect it for them to be like that. They better not be trying to check my bag for food. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, yo, keep it a buck. I think you're onto something. That, honestly, I ain't gonna be paying for no concession food. I gotta be paying extra just to sit on a good seat.
Honestly, there's no way. Just give me my water bottle and that's it.
Right. It doesn't make any sense. But so if you guys want to go out to the theaters after 5 o'clock, you ain't got the cheddar. At least your neck. You might need to get one of those neck pillows and just watch the movie in a little bit of comfort.
Oh man. Have some standards, people. Go see your movies in a comfortable manner.
You know what, too? The one... No, because I think that's a Regal. I'm thinking of the one that used to be the Thaler Theater. That's a...
AMC.
That's an AMC, and that one had the laid down chairs. So, I mean, is it so bad if you lay all the way down and you're looking up at that movie for cheap?
It's still bad. You're still angled funny. You're going to see black at the top of the screen. There's no way.
Oh, that's true, huh? Maybe, huh?
Have some standards. Like I said, just watch your movies in a comfortable manner. There's no way.
Yeah. And, I mean, if they're doing this, I'm pretty sure people are going to steer away from it anyways. Nobody's going to be like, oh, yeah, I want to sit up top. Oh, well, that's going to be extra. What? I thought we just pick a seat.
There's no way, dude.
No. So, yeah, there you guys go. If you guys are planning to make a trip to the AMC.
It's all because those motherfuckers are the same people that like to host the damn, when the MCU movies come out.
Yeah.
They like to host those big watch parties or whatever.
That's true. That's true. Oh, and Star Wars too. So
Yeah, see.
that's gonna be interesting. But yeah, moving on. We got some confirmation that apparently Mahershala Ali was considered to play Joel in The Last of Us. And
Interesting.
I say thank God he didn't. And not in the way that, like, oh, he's a bad actor, like he's not good enough to have played that part. I just think, how many fucking excuse me, how many fucking assholes are out there on the internet that would have completely dragged this man for playing that character?
Oh my goodness, dude! I can see it now. There's already the people that are dragging the chick that plays Ellie.
Yeah,
Like,
so,
there's no way.
like he doesn't deserve that. And
He saved his own ass.
yeah, he honestly did. Apparently that they were in talks, but no contracts came into fruition. So I'm guessing either he was kind of iffy about it, or maybe Warner Bros was kind of iffy about it. But somebody didn't make the deal go through. And like I said, I say good for him, because at least then he doesn't have to take the abuse of the internet. You know what I mean? And to me, that's upsetting that we have to think like that. Like, who cares if Joe were to be played by a black man? You know what I mean? Or but we got to keep it on the same level, right? If they would have whitewashed him, we couldn't have had a problem either. If the acting chops are there and they can deliver, it shouldn't be a problem.
That's the thing, because like, I think if a character's race doesn't really define them that hard, it doesn't matter if you race swap them, because you could totally make Joel black. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But and like another character I could bring to mind is like,
Ellie?
Well, James Gordon. Like, I know they're two different things, but that's like, for example, like,
Okay.
you know how they made him a black man in the Batman. And people were like, "Why is he black? He should be redhead. This isn't that."
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But
Or a
it's-
gray beard or whatever,
yeah.
mustache.
And they're just like, well, for me, if it doesn't define them, then it doesn't matter. Like, or for example, the more extreme case, Black Panther. You know how people are like, "Oh, we'll make him white." Like, no, he's based in Africa. He's gonna be black. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
that's his heritage. He needs to be black. Yeah.
So like, there's no way. But like Joel, I could totally see. I could have seen it. It's good that he avoided it, or it because the fans would have dragged him. But yeah.
Yeah, man, it's just a sad day when you got to think like that, though. It's not good, but I mean, in a different universe it happened, in a multiversal situation, he was there and he was the guy who did this show.
Yeah.
And
I like Pedro Pascal. I think he's doing good shit with the show.
No, yeah, I like him too, but I'm just saying, I mean, this man's an Oscar nominated, bro. Like, his acting chops are there. Like, I don't know. You never seen what's it called? Luke Cage, huh?
No.
Yeah, him as the villain, bro. Intense. I'm just like, I can't wait to see him in Blade. If he would have had this role, he would have bagged the shit out of it. This would have been his role, and he would have made it his own.
Yeah.
Like, no doubt about it. So sucks because we missed out on something that could have been great too. But like, at the same time, yeah, I think Pedro Pascal fits the look as well. Like, yeah, they don't look exactly the same. You know how people want to say whatever, but I think he fits as Joel. Like, you know what I mean? As that character from the video game.
I think he could have made it work. But, things happen, and if contracts didn't come out, then that's a company thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And isn't he supposed to be getting ready to like film for Blade?
Yeah.
So he probably needs that availability anyway.
Yeah, especially because they pushed Blade back as well.
Yeah.
He should have just jumped ship from that movie. I mean, no offense, but like, if Marvel wasn't ready, and now he has to hold, unless they're paying him extra for holding, you know what I mean? But like, I don't know if they're even paying him extra for holding.
I don't know.
So
that's all Marvel speak in contracts and stuff.
Yeah. So we'll see. But moving on, Josh, I wanted to ask you.
Okay.
Do you know the movie I Know What You Did Last Summer?
I was totally expecting you to be like, "Do you know the Muffin Man?" I would have been like, "The Muffin Man," But yeah, I Know What You Did Last Summer. Yes,
You seen those?
I've seen them.
Okay. Well, apparently we're getting a sequel. We're getting apparently Freddie Prinze Jr. and Jennifer Love Hewitt are in talks to come back in their respective roles from the first two of the what will I'm assuming be now a trilogy. I think is going to be a continuation. It's been so many years since the last one. I think the last one came out back in like 95 or 96. So it's been a while. I don't know if you remember the whole thing about it.
I remember the first one. I don't remember the second one.
Mm-hmm.
But isn't the story just? I mean, well, without giving away too much, someone knows what they did, and what they did was apparently bad, and it's like this big secret, right?
Yeah.
See, so I mean,
and there's a killer on the loose that bears a hook and kills them with a hook. And those kills are brutal. Oh man, if I gotta rewatch those. But I'm just thinking that it's a fucking good year, or a great time to be a horror fan, because these are like older movies that are making a comeback. You know, Halloween made a comeback, Scream made a comeback. We're getting a Boogeyman movie which is fucking crazy. Now a fucking I Know What You Did Last Summer sequel.
It came out in 97.
97? Oh, okay, so
is that before Scream?
Yeah, I think Scream came out in 99.
96.
96? Oh, okay.
Oh,
so the first I Know What You Did Last Summer came out in 97?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Scream came out a year before that.
When did the second one come out? I Still Know What You Did Last Summer.
Hold up. God damn. My phone's being dope.
That Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
That McDonald's Wi-Fi.
No, 98. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer came out in 98.
Oh, okay. So then when did the first one come out?
97.
There's no way they came out back-to-back years.
I'm telling you, 1997 and then 1998.
Holy shit. Damn. What's the backstory on that?
I don't know.
Like, did they like film those movies back to back or something? Like, is that?
Well, don't they call back half the time to the first one?
Well, yeah.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. IMDb gave it a 4.7 out of 10.
Damn.
It got a 7% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer came out in 2006.
Oh, that's the third one, but I never seen that one, I don't think. Only seen the first two.
Anyway, this sounds cool, actually. I mean, you're gonna have to be a real good horror fan to know that this one.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
And that's me. I am a real good horror fan, and I really loved at least the first two. I mean, I was a kid when I watched them, so maybe I haven't seen them as of recently. So I really do want to do a rewatch, and I'll tell you, Jennifer Love Hewitt, man, those movies, oh my god, bro. Anyways, but yeah, so we're getting another one, and she's gonna be the director, Jennifer Caitlin Robinson. I wonder if they say like what she's done. So, and this is for Sony too. That's crazy. It's gonna be a good thing. I'm pretty sure.
Interesting stuff. I don't know. I mean, it's cool that all these movies are making a comeback, I guess.
I think it's great. I think horror, like the horror genre, is getting like a fucking jump start again. I think people are starting to like it.
But like you know what's weird? You got all these things coming out, and we still haven't heard anything from the OGs. You know, no Jason, no Freddy.
Jason's been in legal limbo for a while. Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, but he got out of it already.
Yeah,
it's been like a few years now.
Yeah, but they're making the TV series. Remember we talked about it a couple.
That's right. But no one gives a fuck about the mom. If I'm being for real.
Well, I mean, she's the one who started it all.
Yeah, and I don't mind her being in the movie, but like a whole show, I don't know.
I think it's gonna build up to him.
I don't know.
I think it's gonna build up to him being Jason, and then Freddy Krueger. I don't know what happened to that one. I know after the 2007 remake, like people were like, oh, what the hell? And we don't want another one unless the OG guy comes back, and he doesn't want to come back. So, or he said he would, but he feels like he's too old. So, I don't know what's up with the Freddy, the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, which they should. But I mean, they made a Child's Play already, and if you're okay with the new take that it took, it was probably pretty good. And then that Megan movie that just came out and people really loved, like, horror's making a comeback, bro. I don't care what anybody says. Horror was like dead for like a good minute, and like in order for you to watch a semi decent horror movie, you had to like go to Netflix and watch one of those indie movies that that just came out of nowhere, and that sucked. I hated that. That was like a dry spell that I just hated. You know what came out that was really cool that I thought was sick that Hulu started doing is every year they drop a Halloween movie, and it's different Halloween movies and it's about different things. I think I've seen already like 8 of them, and every single year there's a new one, a new horror movie every Halloween time. I think they drop like two or three, and it's just all Halloween, and I'm just like, that's fucking cool. Like, and they have a lot. It's a great selection. If you know any horror fans that want to go check that out.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'll put you on a couple movies.
I've only seen the one that you showed me, the one with I think it was the best friend, and she like kills all these people, and then she takes her friend to the prom or whatever.
Takes her friend to the prom,
or they go to like the dance together or whatever. And then they find out that she's
the Tragic Girls. Yeah, that one was crazy. That was actually a pretty good movie.
That's the only one I can recall you showing me. That's it.
Yeah, I gotta put you on, bro. I'll put you on later though. Moving on, talking about old things making a comeback. Harrison Ford was talking about how Indiana Jones is gonna be his last ride. He was talking to Variety, talking about the whole. I don't know if you heard, but he's gonna be in that new Yellowstone spin-off show. I don't know if you heard of Yellowstone. A lot of people like it.
No, I haven't heard of it.
Well, it's gonna be on Apple TV, and so, actually, Shrinking, a new comedy series. So he's gonna be in a comedy series called Shrinking on Apple TV, and he was basically asked about like what made him come back after so many years to the role of Indiana Jones, because the last one was critically panned. I don't know why, a lot of people didn't like the whole alien thing, and people didn't really sit well with the movie. So he basically said, all I wanted was to do it. He says, I wanted to do the rest of the story to see the end of his career. And then he also says that it is the last time for him. So he's making it official. This will be his last Indiana Jones movie. 80 years old. Came back at 80 years old to do this last movie after, like I said, the last one wasn't really acclaimed too well. So, I mean, good that he's here to close the chapter, but my man's a little too old to be playing Indiana Jones.
He's 80?
Yeah, he's 80.
What the fuck? And he's supposed to play Thunderbolt Ross
for a good period of time.
I don't know about that one. But I mean, cool for him, I guess. I don't know. There's nothing really there's nothing for me in this conversation about Indiana Jones that I really enjoy. I haven't seen the other ones, and then I'm salty that he finds this more entertaining than being Han Solo. So,
I mean, he came back for Han Solo.
Yeah, and then he hated every minute of it.
So he says, but he still comes back for the check. You can't hate it that much if you're coming back for some money. He came back for the check in The Force Awakens, which, yeah, he met his demise, and he didn't have to come back for The Last Jedi. But then he even made an appearance in The Rise of Skywalker. So how bad can he actually hate the role if he was willing to come on for a little quick cameo?
I don't know, man.
I feel like he's capping, bro.
I don't know.
I just feel like he's a grumpy old man who wants to, say a bunch of stuff. And I'm not saying grumpy old man in the sense of, to be mean, but, old men, for some reason, they get grumpy. I can't even tell you why. They just do. But I mean, him being 80, I kind of feel, and him being grumpy is what's gonna help play a good Thunderbolt Ross, if we want to talk about that. But the thing is, too, even when they casted him too, I was like, aren't we just gonna be in the same boat of what happened to the first actor?
Yeah, it's not. I don't see it working out too well.
I don't know. Hopefully Harrison Ford stays healthy and he lives to be 100, because that's. I mean, I hope all of the greats live for a long time. You know what I was thinking about the other day? Little side tangent. I was like, I'm gonna be so fucking depressed when Jim Carrey passes, bro. Like when he passes away.
Isn't he only like 50?
Yeah, but like you see, I seen him when I was younger, and like in The Mask, and in Bruce Almighty, like the earlier roles where like he was super young and youthful, and now seeing him now, he's a lot older looking, and he a little bit more worn out because he aged, and I'm just like, man, it's gonna be so sad. Him and Bruce Willis, hearing what's happening with Bruce Willis, like I'm like, damn, bro, and he was like my favorite. Very sad. I just think of that, and Harrison Ford too. Like, even though I am kind of like, Harrison Ford, I wish he would just cooperate sometimes and not say those things. Like, I would still be sad when Harrison Ford goes.
Yeah,
it's gonna be crazy. But to lighten up that bummer note, somebody's getting his groove back, and that's Ben Stiller. He's got cast as a triplet. He's going to be playing triplets. It's supposed to be a limited series for Sony. It's going to be an adaptation of Three Identical Strangers. It's basically about triplets that were separated. They get brought back together. So Ben Stiller got hired 3 times. I wonder if he gets triple check for this. But, going to be playing 3 different people, and, coming from his last movie was like in 2017, the Margaret's Hotel or something like that, and then before that it was the Secret Life of Walter Schmitty. I don't know if you remember that
Walter
movie.
Mitty, yeah.
So that was kind of his last couple big movie roles. This one's not gonna be on the silver screen, but I mean, a TV show. I mean, aren't TV shows nowadays basically long movies, because I mean they run for an hour long, and most of them are actually pretty quality. So
yeah, I guess that's fair. Good for him that he's coming back. It's interesting that a lot of movie actors are just finally coming back to the light. It's cool.
I wonder what makes them take the hiatus in the first place. Do you think they just are like, I'm done like doing this for now? Do you think it gets hard for them at a certain age to get certain roles because they're right in the middle? They're too young for this role, but they're too old for this role,
Probably. I mean, it makes sense. A lot of it is like, well, unless you got really good genes and you can play a kid anymore, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. A lot of it is just like, I think it's like they get very like moments where it's like, oh yeah, I'm hot shit. I'm in everything, mm-hmm. This and that. And then you're like, then after that, they're like, oh no, we're moving on to the next person, Yeah. It just depends on who it is, like, because he was in a lot of movies when he was younger too.
Yeah.
Or not younger, but I say younger than he was now. But
when he didn't have gray hair,
pretty much. But he was in like everything. Same with like Leonardo DiCaprio. They all have their times where they're just in everything,
yeah.
and then once they figure out that they're not that big movie star anymore, that's when they're like, okay, hiatus. Like, remember that weird spell where Liam Neeson was in everything?
Yeah.
See? So, like, they come back eventually.
That's true. Yeah. But Liam Neeson kind of went the way of Bruce Willis, too, where he's, like, making a bunch of, like, straight-to-DVD movies. Is that the final stage in a Hollywood actor's life?
I don't think so. If it was me, I'd do as many movies as I can, and then I'd become a producer, or like, not just a producer, but yeah, I'd do small roles, like in TV and stuff.
That's what well, I'm sure you read the articles before, but that's what Bruce Willis was basically doing. Like, he was like, oh, he knows that his health was deteriorating, so he tried to do a bunch of movies, like straight to streaming, straight to DVD stuff like that, so he can have all those what's it called, residual checks, and his family could be set. So he did a lot of that. But Liam Neeson seems to have been doing it. I know, like, I can't like put my like brain on top of it like right now, but I know like a couple other actors who got older did that too. So I don't know if that's just like towards the end of their career, but when you got to be like, oh, I got to go straight to streaming all the time, it's kind of like, you're just trying to put out as much movies as you can.
It makes sense. I mean, they're still getting paid for it and stuff. And like, think about it. Not everyone has been been in a big franchise like Harrison Ford. So I mean, I bet he's still getting Star Wars checks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, it's not everyone could be set like that. So if they are just trying to make a career, like their last final steps be about the ones that they care about, then I don't see anything wrong with that either.
Yeah. Oh, as long as Ben Stiller is getting his bag, because I like him. I like him as an actor. I wish he would do another, an actual good like Night at the Museum movie. Cause I
Another
think,
one.
Yeah, I think the third one I didn't really like, but it would be cool. I don't know. It's been a while though, so we'll see what happens. Moving on, I wanted to talk about Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumanium. The world premiere was last night. We got a lot of people putting out their non-spoiler thoughts. I thought we can read a few of the comments and kind of see if they're coming to the same consensus. You know what I mean? So, and man, did a lot of people get invited? It's crazy. So we got Eric Davis saying Phase 5 has begun. The new hashtag Ant-Man movie is like a psychedelic roller coaster full of frightening and hilarious oddities, plus one very menacing Kang. Big Star Wars vibes meets the MCU at its freakiest and most inventive. MODOK is a riot, but Jonathan Majors conquers. Loved the ride. Fico says Ant-Man and the Wasp is the best of the trilogy. Higher stakes, dangers, and repercussions. It's also got one of the best MCU villains in Kang as soon as Jonathan Majors. Majors or Majors? Somebody said Majors up top, and somebody said Majors down here.
Yeah, Jonathan Majors.
Majors comes in. It's his show. It's his show. Kang is scary, lean, mean, multiverse, big baddie. Also, 2 cool post-credit scenes.
Comes out in like 10 days.
Yeah. Brian David says there comes a point where every franchise has to get weird, and the MCU has done just that with Ant-Man and the Wasp. Like all his other roles, Jonathan Majors remains endlessly compelling. So he sounds like he's a highlight of the movie. But what about the rest of the movie? Quantumania is definitely Marvel's weirdest movie yet, but that's a good thing. It leans hard into the sci-fi side of the MCU, taking lots of wild swings. Not everything lands, but it's funny, inventive, and a good time. An enjoyable, bizarro ride into the quantum realm. Dempsey Pilot had a blast with Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Paul Rudd has never been better, and Jonathan Majors effortlessly conquers every second of screen time he gets. But the real star of the film is Jeff Loveness' script, a reminder of how beautifully strange and mysterious the MCU still is. So it seems like it's mostly positive, and it seems like everybody's mostly talking about Jonathan Majors. She actually has it. Courtney Howard says, after a frustratingly rough Act 1, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania finally gets going, only to end where this story should have began. While the external stakes are clear and weighty, emotional drive felt slight and levity even lighter. That said, Jonathan Major rules. So she talked bad about everything but Jonathan Majors. Geek Vibe Nation says Thanos was the appetizer, while Jonathan Majors, Kang the Conqueror, is the main course. Majors plays Kang with brilliance and confidence, and a menacing and cunning villain with a hint of charm. Kang dominates physically and mentally. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. It sounds like they're all just rooting for Jonathan. Jonathan Majors is a force in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. He's compelling, chilling, and already giving a top-notch performance. I love the complexity he brings to Kang, and literally a single look. MCU really won with this casting. Nobody's talking about Paul Rudd. Nobody's talking about the Wasp. Nobody's talking about the daughter's performance. or the CGI or the plot itself. It seems like everybody's just rooting for Jonathan Majors as Kane.
It makes sense. We knew he was gonna be a very prominent and dominant piece. You know what I mean? So remember from Loki, just seeing him, the chills, what he was talking to Sylvia about. He was gonna be a menace, and they marketed him as a menace in this movie. So I have no doubt that the end product is he's a menace, and he's gonna bring that big performance. I mean, I think they released that clip of him from the Comic-Con, where he's like, "Have I killed you before?" You know what I mean? Did you see that?
I have not.
Oh,
they released it. Let me see. I'll
Yeah.
YouTube it right now.
Look it up. It should be like one of the first things, like Kane, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania sneak peek or something. It's gonna be a mouthful to type.
It looks good.
You're an interesting man. Scott Lang.
Ooh, that was...
I don't know who you are, but you've made a big mistake, okay? I'm an Avenger. I've called the other Avengers.
You're an Avenger. Have I killed you before?
What?
They all blur together after a while. You're not the one with the hammer.
That's Thor. We get confused a lot. Similar body types. Who are you?
Just a man who's lost a lot of time. Like you. But we can help each other with that.
A lot has changed about my life. We literally saved the world.
Yeah, his presence is felt. His presence is felt. Let's look.
I just lost so much
time. Scott Lang. If you help me, I'm the man who can give you the one thing you want. You're an Avenger, and you have a daughter, but you've lost a lot of time. Like me. We can help each other with that.
There's something I never told you. What are you so afraid of? It can rewrite existence and shatter timelines. You cannot trust him. Where are we? It's a secret universe beneath ours. The quantum realm.
This place, it isn't what you think. Down here, you're out of your league.
I don't care who this guy is.
Let me make this easy for you. You will bring me what I need. Or everything you call a life will end.
I'm sorry, Cassie. This is all my fault.
Have I killed you before?
People still need help.
You're an interesting man. I can get you home. You may not want her to watch this.
We had a deal.
You thought you could win.
I don't have to win. We both just have to lose.
I will burn out of time.
The second chance.
That don't look too bad.
That actually looks really good. That
Yeah.
That trailer was actually well made together. I think they put a lot in that trailer. To be honest, I kind of feel like they put quite a bit. Now, because I mean, now we know Kang is going to be holding the daughter, and that's how he's basically going to have Scott do something for him, and then you know what I mean. So like, it kind of gave some stuff away. I think they should have probably cut out a couple things, but I'll tell you right now, all those scenes look fucking gorgeous. I hope the CGI holds up. I mean, I haven't heard anybody in those reviews that we were reading like say anything about the CGI. So, and Kang, man, he was fucking him up, bro. He was fucking him up. That shit was crazy. He said in that clip, he said, "Were you the one with the hammer?" It's like, bro, you don't even disrespectful. You don't even remember.
He said they were together. He's fought them across the multiple times. So
yeah, no, it's crazy to me that I don't know. You've seen these things. What are your thoughts?
it looks really good. Actually, probably the first time I've really been hyped for a Marvel movie in a minute, if I'm being for real. Other than Wakanda Forever. That's probably the last time. That was like the middle of last year.
Yeah, I hope this one, because I was hyped for Wakanda Forever too. That's the one that I wanted to actually really like watch, but I kind of left feeling let down. I kind of felt with the whole Phase 4, like this trailer made me feel good, and like, excuse me, that clip made me think like, damn, this shit's gonna actually be so fucking great. But I don't know, that's the same thing I felt with Black Panther, and that shit let me down. So I'm hoping this one doesn't let me down, because man, Marvel slipping, Griff.
Jonathan Majors looks like a fucking menace. Good year for him. Good. He's gonna have a really good year.
I like the way the helmet came off, and I like how like his eyes changed. It was pretty good.
He looks really good. He doesn't have to be blue, which is amazing.
Yeah. But looking forward to it.
Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumanium coming out February 17th. Get your tickets, because we are. Moving on. You know, the movie hasn't even came out yet, Ant-Man and the Wasp, but sounds like the Wasp wants her own movie. She said in an interview that, you know, let me just play this for you.
How much longer do you hope to play Hope? Well, I'm going to make a pitch that I think it might be time for a Hope spin-off. For a Wasp standalone film. Do we agree? Kevin, did you buy that? Are we going to buy that? Anybody going once, going twice?
And so she said that to Variety. Let me just start off by saying no.
I don't think so.
I don't think she's ready for something like that. I don't know why she thought, like, who she thinks she is, like, you know, like, I'm not saying she a bad Wasp, but I'm not saying like if she was anything special to be like, I want to give her, you know, a movie. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
If anybody should have deserved a movie and deserved a movie way before they got it, was Black Widow. She deserved a movie, like, and a better movie at that. Like, she deserved a movie when you looked at her, and then maybe you can make a case for a couple other people in the MCU, but not her. Nah.
Yeah, I don't know. This sounds like a Disney Plus show. There's no way.
TV show?
Like
6 episodes?
6 episodes.
Limited series?
A confusing CGI and plot. I don't know. Something. Yeah, no. I know that sounds fucked up to say, but right out the gate, I don't think she deserves that.
No.
I would prefer to see a movie about the Scott, not Scott, but Hank Pym and and her and his wife as Ant-Man and Wasp, but that's about it.
Yeah, like de-age them, huh?
Yeah.
Put them like in a prequel.
Yeah, like
That'd be
I
cool.
would see that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't see,
Yeah.
it sounds
Already
fucked up, but-
already giving better pitches than what she just
yeah,
said.
there's no way.
Yeah, and to be honest, her performance as Wasp, like I said, it's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad. I don't think she has a bad performance as Wasp. I just think it's not up to par. You know, like I don't think she should like get ahead of herself because, you know, there's still, you know, there's more character development there that could be done, and maybe eventually if she shows that acting chop where it's like critical, then maybe we can talk then. But I don't think in both of these movies did we see any like real emotional crazy shit come out of the Wasp, you know?
Yeah, no, not really. It's interesting though that she would want that. Like, I would prefer to see.
She just wants to check. Come on.
Honestly, yeah. Although it does sound like she's getting stiff-armed in Ant-Man and the Wasp, because she in that whole trailer, I did not hear her voice once.
Well, that probably has to do with that whole COVID thing that was happening when they were filming, because it was her and it was Letitia Wright from Black Panther that apparently behind the scenes that they were not wanting to vaccinate and not wanting to wear masks and stuff like that. So they, so there was a lot of rumors going around that Disney was kind of, you know, trying to avoid putting them out there as much because they didn't know how like people were gonna react. Like, oh, how dare they? They're supposed to be doing this or whatever, and blah 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 blah. That Letitia Wright literally held up production, and I think they said that she held up production for like a week. But I know Letitia Wright held up production for Black Panther for 2 months.
See, I know about the Letitia Wright, but I didn't hear anything about her. And if that's the case, then I guess. But still, it sounds weird that she didn't. I didn't hear anything from her throughout that whole movie or trailer. I mean, so maybe her role is limited, and they're focusing on Scott and his daughter. But I don't know.
Probably, yeah. I mean, come on now. Wasp always been a side character, but it is what it is. We'll see what happens. I mean, if she gets a Disney Plus show, sure. If she gets a movie, congratulations. I don't think you deserved it, but hey, there you are. Moving on, though, to our final topic, the Grammys. They just happened over the weekend. You know what they say about the Grammys, that a lot of people get stiff-armed
They
there.
did.
And I think a few people did get stiff-armed and, you know, kind of wanted to talk about some of the reactions and things that happened, and also go down the nominee list to see if maybe you know, can we agree with them with their choices that they made? What do you think? Yeah, you down?
No, I only saw one, and they cheated the fuck out of it. But let's go.
Yeah, they did. Okay, so we got Record of the Year. They wound up giving it to Lizzo for About Damn Time. The nominees were Harry Styles, As It Was, Steve Lacy, Bad Habit, Beyonce, Break My Soul, Kendrick Lamar, The Heart Part 5, Doja Cat, Woman, Brandy Carlisle featuring Lucius, You and Me, On the Rock, Mary J. Blige, Good Morning Gorgeous, Adele, Easy on Me, and ABBA, Don't Shut Me Down. So Lizzo was the winner of that one. Wasn't that the TikTok song? Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Maybe that's why it won.
Maybe.
It got a lot of
Like,
plays.
probably.
I know As It Was too, but I think that one was short-lived. Woman, yeah. For this one, I don't see anybody really good that I listen to besides Kendrick Lamar. So, I mean, I've heard these songs because obviously I know Bad Habit, As It Was, in About Damn Time because of TikTok, but that's about it. Moving on to, what about you? What do you think before we move on?
Maybe just Kendrick. Kendrick probably should have taken that.
You don't think any other ones?
No.
Not even Adele?
No.
Not even Beyonce?
Well, maybe.
Queen Bee herself?
She got stiff arm too.
So we hear. But let's check out the album of the year. That wound up going to Harry Styles for Harry's House, but the nominees were Renaissance by Beyonce, Bad Bunny, Un Verro Sin Ti, Un Verano Sin Ti. Good. Mary J. Blige, Good Morning Gorgeous. Lizzo Special. Kendrick Lamar, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Coldplay, Music of the Spheres. Brandy Carlisle, In These Silent Days. Adele, 30. And Voyage by ABBA. Should they have given it to Harry Styles? Maybe Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. I heard everybody loved this song by this album by Kendrick and Un Verano Sin Ti by Bad Bunny. I don't know about Mary J. Blige and Lizzo, but Harry Styles?
Yeah, no, it should have been Kendrick. There's no way.
For Harry's house? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Sounds like racism to me.
Oh. I mean, no. I think the problem, well, maybe, I don't know. I don't know who chooses. Who chooses this? Is this like a public thing or is it a board? It's a board, like kind of like the Oscars, right?
Yeah, I think it's a board.
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't think Harry Styles should have deserved it, but I mean, I guess why not? Song of the year, new song of the year. They mashed it together. So song of the year with new song of the year. So it was by Bonnie Raitt. I don't know how to say her last name. Just Like That. That was what the song called. The nominees was Bad Habit, Break My Soul, The Heart Part 5, God Did by DJ Khaled. Oh, new person on the list there. Easy on Me, Adele again, As It Was, Harry Styles, All Too Well, 10-minute version. It's a 10-minute version of All Too Well, the short film. What was that, Taylor Swift? About Damn Time by Lizzo and ABCDEFU. And who sings that one?
Isn't that Olivia? Something Olivia.
Oh yeah. Yep, I believe so. They wanted to give it to Bonnie Raitt. Who is that?
Never heard of him, that man. I don't know. The thing about the Grammys is like, well, Eminem said it first, but like, it's all a bunch of like shit that, well, that they're gonna continue to get stiff-armed. All these people, you know, people that deserve it, not people that just are what's popular in the moment. You know what I mean?
Well, it's just crazy because who knows who I don't even know who that is. Who's Bonnie Raitt?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I don't know.
Best New Artist, Samara Joy. I couldn't even tell you who that is. The nominees was Wet Leg. Who is that? Molly Tuttle.
Wet Leg.
Toby. This is a weird word. Nwingwe. Mainskin. Lotto. Mooney Long. Money Long. Dami and JD Beck. Omar Apollo and Anita. I've only heard of Lotto, and I've heard of Anita. Who said my rapper name is gonna be Wet Leg?
I don't know, man.
What did you step in a puddle and you're like, that's it?
You let fate decide it. I don't know, man. This isn't going how we expected. I couldn't tell you what next category.
Who is Samara Joy? Who is that? Have you heard a song from her?
Probably.
Do you know anybody on this list?
No. How would I know anyone on that list? I have no idea who Wet Leg is.
Well, like I said, I know who Anita is, and I know who Lotto is. And yeah, I don't know. Best pop solo performance went to Adele for Easy on Me. The competition was Bad Habit, As It Was, About Damn Time, Woman, and Moscow Mule by Bad Bunny. Wow. That's crazy. I know Moscow Mule was like a big hit for everybody. Doja Cat, again, for the same song. And About Damn Time, nah. This song got real annoying. I'll tell you that much. The About Damn Time one got real annoying. I guess good for Adele. At least she won something. I think she deserves a Grammy. Or has she had some before?
I don't know.
Has that been a thing? I don't know.
think so.
I don't know. But some of these artists, it's like you would think like, and you know, Chris Brown went online and like got mad because somebody else wound up winning the award. When we get there, remember the name, but he wound up winning the award, and Chris Brown went online and was like, "This is some bullshit, or whatever," and like, "Who is this guy?" Stuff like that, and then he wound up apologizing for it the next day. But you know, basically went on this tangent on Instagram about like, how did somebody because I can't even tell you his name, but I could tell you who Chris Brown is. You know what I mean? Like, how does somebody like that win over, you know, Chris Brown? At least Adele is somebody who's known, you know, like, so she, in my opinion, deserves it. The only time you should go for an unknown person, that if you call their name and everybody's like, who? You know, like, that should be best new artist, you know, because they're up and coming. You know what I'm saying? But like other categories, like the one up here, Song of the Year, like, why are these no names up there? There's no way that they got that high. You know?
Yeah, I don't know, man. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't get it.
So best pop duo group performance went to Unholy by Sam Smith and Kim Petras. The nominees were Post Malone and Doja Cat, I Like You, Coldplay and BTS, My Universe, Camila Cabello and Ed Sheeran, Bam Bam, and ABBA, Don't Shut Me Down.
This is the one that I was upset about when I first seen it.
Oh, because Unholy one? You don't like that song.
That song was ass. The Post Malone one and Doja Cat one is way better than that.
That's true.
More
catchy.
There's no way. That's fucking annoying. I remember being upset about this now when I saw this on Twitter. I was like, how the fuck did he win? That song is ass.
Yeah.
Posty and Doja should have won that. There's no way.
They got stiff arm?
Yeah, they did.
Damn, bro. Yeah, I would have said either them or maybe Coldplay or maybe Camila Cabello. I know ABBA's song, and I think this is not a bad song. So I could have said maybe him too, but Unholy, I don't know about that one. That shit is crazy. That's a weird win for me. I didn't even know he won that one. Best traditional pop vocal album. Michael Bublé, higher. It has to be Bublé. Bublé. His name's Michael Bublé.
Okay.
His name's Michael Bublé.
Okay, I got it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Entries are submitted by record companies as well as members of the Academy and are reviewed to determine eligibility and category placement. The voting members of NARIS, I don't know how to pronounce that, through a series of ballots, select 5 nominees for each award, and ultimately the winner. The voters cast ballots only in the areas of expertise. So it's not even people; it's just these fucking no names behind the desk.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking stupid, dude.
Yeah, it's a board, so it's kind of like they get a pick, and I'm pretty sure it's a lot of older people. Because like if they're on the board, they're gonna stay there for a while, you know. So that fucking sucks. But
yeah, they know all about they know all about being unholy to their wives. Let me tell you, old fucks.
Shots fired. Bang, bang. Don't ever invite him to the Grammys. Best traditional pop vocal album. Higher by Michael Bublé. He was the winner. And the nominees were Diana Ross, Thank You. Pentatonix, Evergreen. Norah Jones, I Dream of Christmas. Kelly Clarkson, When Christmas Comes Around. You know, I don't even know who could have won that one. I know who Pentatonix is, and I know who Kelly Clarkson is. I don't know who the other 3 are. And Michael Bublé winning, I don't know who Michael Bublé is. Do you know Michael Bublé?
I don't. Why do you keep pronouncing his name like that?
Because that's his last name. It has the comma in the back. It has to be Bublé.
Oh, okay.
Or Bubbly.
Bubbly? No. Good for him, I guess. I've never heard of any of the other ones.
Yeah. Seems like it's a trend. Best pop vocal album. Harry Styles won twice for Harry's House. Lizzo Special was nominated. Coldplay's Music of Spears, Adele 30, and ABBA Voyage.
Ain't no way, dude.
My boy won 2 Grammys in one night.
Ain't no way. That doesn't make any sense. I thought he was problematic. I thought he was going through this and that. I thought people didn't like him as much.
in movies.
I don't know.
In the movie scene. Music scene, nobody knows anything about that. All that drama behind the scenes, I don't think a lot of people.
That's annoying.
I don't think a lot of people would know that in the music scene because all they care about is his music. And they're probably like, well, I don't care because I'm gonna just go watch this movie because of him, and I like it regardless. So, you know, that's how it be. Best dance recording, "Break My Soul" by Beyonce. Oh, well, at least the Queen Bee won. You know, that's cool. Nominees was Rufus Du Sol, "On My Knees."
Jesus.
Que Terranada featuring Her, "Intimidated." David Guetta, whatever, and BB Rexa, "I'm Good." Diplo and Miguel, "Don't Forget My Love." Oh, that's a good song too. Bonobo, "Rosewood." I don't know how to pronounce her name, but Que Terranada featuring Her, "Intimidated" was good, and "Don't Forget My Love" by Diplo and Miguel. I mean, I heard the one with BB Rexa and David Guetta, but it's not my style. You heard of any of these?
No.
None of them?
See, this is why we don't do the Grammys. No. We do real awards, like the Oscars. But we call it, I don't know, dude. It's none of the, maybe it's just me and my music taste, but I don't hear any of these people outside of like certain songs that they probably made years ago. You know, so listening to Sam Smith back then and now, I would be like, this is better than Holy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make any sense to me.
See, that's why I'm telling you, man. You gotta expand your music.
I
taste.
refuse.
You
if
have
the people
to.
that I'm voting for aren't winning, why does it matter?
Baby, you're just in an echo chamber, and saying that this music is good, but you're just hyping yourself up.
I don't know. The music I listen to is what I enjoy, and you know, who cares if other people like it? That's my thing.
Well, nobody's saying that. It's you just gotta be able to expand your music library.
Keep going.
Don't
This
just
isn't about
don't
my
just
music
be.
taste. Keep going.
No. I'm just telling you. That's what you need to hear sometimes. Best dance electronic album. Beyonce won twice for Renaissance. That's crazy. Nominees:
Good for her.
Rufus Du Sol, "Surrender." Odessa, the Last Goodbye. Diplo, and Bonobo, "Fragments."
I wonder how it feels with Jay-Z. Is he just like, man, I'm only here for the food? You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't get nominated anymore.
Well, he doesn't. He hardly makes music.
Exactly.
Like, he's just, yeah, no,
He's like B. Let's go. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's her husband. She's gonna bring him to the Grammy Awards where she knows for certain she's gonna win something.
Like, I saw the clip where Trevor Noah was talking to her, and then you just see Jay-Z fucking up a plate of food right next to her, and that shit was funny.
Yeah, no, he's just there. He's hungry, bro. He makes money. He's good. He don't need nothing else. Best contemporary instrumental album: Snarky Puppy, Empire Central. Don't know who that is, but interesting. Nominees: Brad Mihladau. Can't pronounce that. Sorry, I butchered it. Jacob's Ladder. Grant Geisman, Blues. Why am I reading these names? Domi and JD Beck, Not Tight. It's tight. Jeff Coffin, Between Dreaming and Joy. This whole section, you give it to whoever, because I don't even know who any of these people is. I really don't care. That's something I have to say I don't care about. Best rock performance: Broken Horses by Brandi Carlile. Nominees: Holiday by Turnstile, Patient Number 9 by Ozzy Osbourne and Jeff Beck, Crawl Idols by Idols, Wild Child by the Black Keys. They still make music? That's crazy. I haven't heard them in a while. Old Man by Beck, and Bryan Adams' So Happy It Hurts. Broken Horses by Brandi Carlile had won. Don't know who that is either. Ozzy Osbourne, I haven't heard music from him in a while. You know that he is not going to be touring anymore, and he's retiring music because his back or whatever?
I saw that, yeah.
He was, like, sad about it on social media.
Yeah. He was like, I'm done with touring. But yeah, I saw that.
Oh,
that
Ozzy.
He physically can't take it anymore, which makes sense.
That bat's catching up to him. What can I say?
Nah, man, I'm pretty sure he was trying to get superpowers off that thing so he can continue touring.
God damn. Best metal performance: Ozzy Osbourne and Tony Iommi. Degradation rules. Yeah, that's what it's called. Nominees were they were the winner. Ozzy Osbourne. Nominees were Turnstile by Blackout. Blackout by Turnstile. Killer Be Killed by Muse. Oh, I didn't even know they still make music either. We'll Be Back by Megadeth. And Call Me Little Sunshine by Ghost. Do you know any of these people?
No. I haven't known anyone.
You need to expand your music taste. There's something going on over there. Broken Rock Song. Brandy Carlisle, Broken Horses. Best rock song. I don't know what I'm reading. Broken Horses by Brandy Carlisle. I gotta, when we get off of this pod, I'm going to Google this person, and I'm going to listen to songs, and I'm going to listen to these songs specifically, and I'm going to see if they're Grammy worthy.
I don't know.
This is a load of horse crap, bro. This is crazy. I don't even know these people. Same people nominated: Blackout, Patient Number 9, Harmony's Dream, and Black Summer. The same albums that were nominated. Moving on. Best rock album. Patient Number 9 by Ozzy Osbourne was the winner. Damn, he won 2 again. Very good. Good job, Ozzy. What a guy. So wait, so if he's not touring, is he still going to put on music though? I don't know if he addressed that in that little letter that he said.
Oh, I didn't see it. I'm sure he will. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that. It just means that he won't be able to tour.
I got you.
That has nothing to correlate with music, I don't think.
The nominees for this one was Lucifer on a Sofa by Spoon, Mainstream Sellout by MGK, Crawler by Idols, The Boys Named If by Elvis Castillo and the Imposters, and Dropout Boogie by the Black Keys.
The Dropout Boogie.
Damn, Machine Gun Kelly was nominated too. Crazy. Good thing he didn't win.
He would have made it a big ass deal.
Yeah, he would have. Yes, he would have. Best Alternative Music Performance. Nominees. Where's the winner? It's usually on top.
Nobody won?
No, they put it in the bottom.
Oh.
Spitting Off the Edge of the World. Ya Ya Ya's. Featuring Perfume Genius. Chase Longwy by Wet Leg. Florence and the Machine. King. Certainty by Big Thief. And There Better Be a Mirror Ball by Arctic Monkeys. Those are the ones that sing Dance Monkey, Dance Monkey, Dance Monkey. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Wet Leg wound up winning. Wait, they didn't even say who the winner is here.
That's why.
They didn't put the winner right here. So I don't even know who won Best Alternative Music Performance. Whatever. Oh, wait, no, it's right here. The winner, Wet Leg. Crazy. I don't know how this works. Best R&B Performance. Mooney Long, Hours and Hours. The people that were there: Hurts Me So Good by Jasmine Sullivan. Over by Lucky Day. Here With Me by Mary J. Blige. And Virgo's Groove by Beyonce. So Beyonce lost out on this one for Best R&B Performance, but Mooney Long, Hours and Hours won. So,
what? I looked up what Norris was because I was curious.
Norris?
Yes, that's the group that votes. It's a recording academy. The Recording Academy is an American-learned academy of musicians, producers, recording engineers, and other musical professionals. It is famous for its Grammy Awards, which recognize achievements in the music industry of songs, music. Yeah, see, so we don't even know these motherfuckers, and they're just judging from behind the board. This doesn't make any sense.
I don't think
they should make it open vote like the MTV Awards, and real people would win.
But at the same time, I don't think open vote's a good thing. I don't like it when people vote, when the people vote, because a lot of the people who actually vote for those things are like people that are like, in my opinion, stuck in the house. They probably heard the song recently, and they're, I think people should actually like be able to analyze and see what kind of music and what actually deserves to be on top, and not just people that are like, oh, I want this one to win because I heard it last week and it's so good and I play it on repeat every single day and for the next couple weeks, and then pick up a different song or something. Like, there's no point in doing that. Get people that know what they're doing, but rotate the board. You know what I mean? Like, some people gotta shift every single year, that, or maybe put them on the board for 2 years, but make sure that they, they're not all sitting on the same board for 2 years. Make sure that they overlap and new people get to have a say on what's gonna be awarded and blah 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 blah. That's when you're gonna see a difference. Yeah, I don't think that people themselves should be voting for things.
Nah, man. I think it works that way. If you know majority rules, it beats it out regardless.
But then you got things like, kind of like, and this is not music, but it's like the Oscars last year. You know, when Zack Snyder's Justice League won for best scene, the Flash scene.
Yeah.
You know how many people got mad because they were like, "Oh, it was just a bunch of bots, and it was a bunch of people that kept spamming it. It's just a very vocal minority that blah 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 blah." That's when you have all that stuff, and then you get scandals like, "Oh yeah, somebody actually hacked it or whatever," blah blah blah. And it's like, why do that? Just avoid all that stuff. Make it fair and impartial. Have certain people pick. It is
fair. Majority rule is fair. The fact that scene won on its own, it was just because it was better for some people. Granted, there were no bots involved. The voting process should be botless, and there was none. The fact that all these tabloids can fabricate it and anyone will eat it up, that's a people problem. But the majority rule is what it should be.
I don't know. I don't think so. But agree to disagree on that one. Best, let's try to finish this up. Best traditional R&B vocal performance. Plastic Off the Sofa by Beyonce was the winner. Nominees was Mary J. Blige for Good Morning Gorgeous, Adam Blackstone featuring Jasmine Sullivan for Round Midnight, Babyface and Ellie Ma, Keeps on Falling, and Snow Allegra, Do for Love. Don't know who any of those are, except for Ella Ma and Mary J. Blige and Beyonce, obviously. You? No? Can care less?
Can care less.
True. Okay, let me ask you this. At the end of all this, are you going to take some of these names into consideration and try to expand your music taste?
I can try, but again, I already know they're not gonna stay in the rotation for long.
Well, you can't think like that. You got to be like, you got to have an open mind to it, because what if these songs do hit and you're just like sleeping on it because you're just like, mine didn't win, so you know what I mean? Stay with me.
There's no way.
Best R&B song, Cuff It by Beyonce. Nominees were Please Don't Walk Away, Hurt Me So Good, Hours and Hours, and Good Morning Gorgeous. There's a lot of these. How many are there?
Exactly. It feels like there's so many. This feels longer than what we did the Grammys.
Oh, yeah.
Or not the Grammys, the Oscars or whatever.
Yeah, there is so many. Yeah, we're not going to go down this whole list. It's too many. But you can kind of see what people are talking about when they say the Grammys are rigged. And now that we did a little deep dive while we were going down this list and kind of saw for ourselves like how some people were getting stiff-armed by some no-names for which reason it was. I mean, like I said, I just think it's time to make sure that we have a rotating board, actually have a board, but I don't think majority votes should go like that.
Nah, man, I don't know. Because, like, then you get people, we don't know anyone on that board, you know what I mean? If they're the ones pulling the strings, how can we really know it's not just for them to be like, oh, let's push this name out. You know, the song could be ass, but, let's put them up against Beyonce and see if they stiff arm them anyway.
But what if that goes for somebody that, when it's a public vote or whatever, let's say somebody is so happy about this person, they drive a whole campaign, and then they bring up, I don't know, say like they start trying to get sympathy action by, creating a story or sob story, then you're going to get public opinion on your side, and you're going to have a majority vote. It's easy to sway public opinion. It's not easy to sway a certain amount of people making the decisions. Now, granted, I think there should be stricter rules. Like some of these people, if their song is so good, but it doesn't have as many streams as certain songs, why are we giving them, any kind of recognition? You know what I mean? Because I'm sure, like how these ones in the beginning, like Lizzo winning, maybe Harry Styles, like that kind of makes sense to me regardless. Like, but like these no names are kind of like, it's what doesn't make sense to me, because there's no way that, maybe this is, like I said, echo chamber kind of talking, but maybe because I don't know them, I'm thinking like this, or maybe it's true. Maybe nobody knows them. And I mean, what if you go up to somebody and you're like, do you know who Bonnie Raitt is? And they're going to be like, who? Or,
Exactly. At least at that point, that the person that deserved the award would have won. Beyonce, Kendrick, maybe even Doja Cat and Posty would have taken their awards home. If it's public vote, at least then you understand that, okay, yeah, that we didn't stiff arm anyone. Public opinion decided this is what's best. While we don't know who's on that board, you know what I mean? That's what I mean. Like, would you rather have people that collectively be like, yes, this is better. Sorry that this didn't work out. We voted for this. Or would you have a mystery person be like, we don't know that, people don't know this guy. Let's boost him up anyway. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense to just not have that vote. These are all people who think they know what people like.
Well, that's why there's analytics. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's analytics. There's charts that say these were the top earning songs of the year. These are the ones that blew everything out of the water. It doesn't take a rocket scientist. You don't have to analyze anything. You should just take the songs that were the most popular throughout the year, put them all on there, put the most popular albums with the most streams on there, whatever. Like, it shouldn't be that complicated. And then put them up there, to be voted on, and then have them pick that vote. Because either which way, if they get a diverse group who, that can just pick certain things and not get everybody like, oh, Taylor Swift or whatever, blah, 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 let's get all Swifters in here or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, actually get a panel that, I don't even know how many are probably on that panel. Did it say how many are on there? Like 30, less than 30, more than 30? Like, is it like split 25? Like,
it doesn't say. It says it's there's membership types. The Recording Academy offers 3 types of membership: voting membership for recording creators, professional membership for music business people, and Grammy U for the next generation aspiring to a career in the music industry. There's trustees. How many trustees are there? One Recording Academy membership, yada yada yada. That isn't. There's only 5 people trustees, but what does secretary and treasurer? Yeah, that is not giving me what I need. But I don't know. Let me see if. But you see what I mean? We don't know these names and stuff.
yeah, I'm not too sure. Yeah, I'm not too sure, but it is what it is. I mean, if this is the kind of thing that happens at the Grammys, like you said, this ain't the first time people talked about it. This ain't going to be the last time. They're going to continue to do this stuff, and it's not going to change. They're going to keep it like this for I don't know how long, but we'll have to wait and see what happens, right?
The Recording Academy has 1,345 new voting members, which is about 12% of its total of more than 11,000 voting members. This is a result of an aggressive push to expand diversity. To diversify its membership, the Academy had invited 2,000 people to join its ranks. A total of 1,074% accepted their invitation. 37% of the new members took advantage of the Academy's waive annual days, $100 for new and returning members who are... Yeah. That's not it.
Yeah. It is what it is. These award things are kind of bogus. Same thing with like the whole Oscar stuff. Like, that's bogus too. Well, maybe I prefer that one a little bit better because at least there's a little bit, I don't feel like it's as biased, but I don't know with the Grammys, like maybe there's too many categories and they feel like something, when there's too many to circle, don't you feel like you just find yourself going down the list and stop thinking about it and just start circling shit to be like, yeah, I think they deserve it or something,
I don't know. I
Like
don't think so.
like when you have more to worry about, like you don't pay as much attention. You know what I mean? Like it's just gonna be more like okay, yeah, you're not gonna take into consideration as long as you would over like 10 categories, where this one looked like it had over 50 categories. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Grammys is built different, but we're not going down this whole list. If you guys want to check it out, go look at their page. The Grammys.com. Go ahead.
We gave you like the first 10, and then after that, shit drags.
I scroll down, man.
That shit drags.
That is far. It is far. With that being said, that's gonna be our last topic for the day, Josh. If you want to go ahead and let them know where they can reach us, and if they really want to help us out, where to support us.
If you want to hit us up at any time, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram at FilmBros Podcast. We post clips and we let you know when episodes drop. If you want to hit us up there, you can also let us know what movies to review, or same with news and stuff. If you want to listen to our other episodes, Spotify and at FilmBros Podcast, go ahead and listen to them while you're doing whatever you do. If you want to support us in a big way, at FilmBros Podcast at Zippy Stream. All it takes is a name and email. You get our full catalog, episode 0 all the way up to like we're at 55 now, something like that. All it takes is your name and email, like I said. You get to hit us up. You get a full catalog. Again, that's just a private way for you to get updates privately with your email, and you can hit us up about any news and film that you want us to cover.
Yes. And bonus, you get our full catalog.
Yeah,
100% from the very beginning.
Yes, you do. And if you want to sit down for a good hour and indulge in the conversation with us, YouTube at FilmBros Podcast.
Yeah, don't forget to leave comments. We like to, hear from you guys. Let us know if there's anything on here that we probably didn't talk about that you want us to talk about. Hear our opinions on any movies you want us to review. If there's anything else you guys want to see from us, we'd love to. We're open ears to it, and we'll go accordingly.
Exactly.
With that being said, we're gonna wrap it up here, and we'll talk to you guys on the next one.
Talk to you.